What is Fridays for Future? It is a movement that is centered around the need of urgent climate action. Led by young generation, the movement aims to bring about structural change in society and demands action from policymakers to tackle climate change for a better future. In August 2018, 15-year-old Greta Thunberg began school strike by sitting outside of Swedish Parliament House every school day for 3 weeks, demanding urgent action on the climate crisis. She was led by her bitterness of society's unwillingness to see the climate crisis for what it is, a crisis. To begin with, she was alone, but she was soon joined by others. Soon the hashtag Fridays for Future was created and encouraged other young people from all over the world to join them. This marked the beginning of the global school strike that led to an international awakening, inspiring millions to rally for climate. To address climate change, Thunberg voices the need for us to abandon an economic system that targets eternal growth of the economy. The picture of her you see here is of her frustrated response to the round of applause she received for her speech at 2019 United Nations Climate Summit due to the lack of seriousness among world leaders. In Finland, we have our own subgroup called Fridays for Future Finland, and the demands for them are the following. Number 1. The decision makers should carry their responsibilities and keep the temperature rise below 1.5 Celsius degrees. Number 2, transition away from fossil fuel economy. And number 3, rely on scientific community. Here are just some of the scenarios what is predicted to happen if we continue on our chosen path. Winter temperatures will rise with accelerated pace in the future. Heat waves become more common in the summer. Sea level rises, and unfortunately, many of the species in Finland become endangered. These are images of strikes that spread like wildfire by March 2019 across the world. Generally led by young people on Fridays, demonstrations took over the streets and in front of parliaments to protest against current climate policy. Worldwide, thousands of students connected, and the common message behind the strikes was why they, the young people, should learn for a future that they may not even have, as nobody is doing anything about climate change. The strikes took place not against schools, universities, or against teachers, but against lack of political and social measures. Fridays for Future strike is a peaceful event endorsing no form of violence, property damage, littering, profit, and hate while minimizing one's carbon footprint. Characteristics of a good strike are: the key message should be firmly grounded in science. Visual props like posters and flyers for effective communication. Protesters must have sound knowledge of the key message, and sturdy shoes with a water bottle also go a long way. This table shows the steady increase in demonstrations being held all across the world since 2018. There are literally thousands of strikes happening all over the world every single month, even during the pandemic. During the COVID-19 outbreak, alternative ways for physical strikes are the way to go. Easy ways to start making an impact yourself is by using relevant hashtags on social media, signing petitions and sharing them forward. Internet is full of information, so teach yourself about climate crisis and use your knowledge for sharing the word. By now, you would have noticed that strikes and demonstrations are an integral part of Fridays for Future movement. In Finland, freedom of assembly for demonstrations and the right to strike is secured by constitutional law. Demonstrations take place outside work hours, unlike strikes, which also have other consequences. They can be organized by anybody above 18 years of age, need no permit, but requires the police to be informed about it 6 hours before the event. Taking action is fun, and it's a great way of meeting like-minded people. Here are the steps for you to make impact. You can obviously make impact individually too, but as we all know, saving environment is teamwork, so gather a group. Be creative about the way how you want to do impact. Stay true to yourself. Why do you care about climate change? Share the word. You can do this as an example easily in social media or by contacting local prominent people. And once you have took action for the environment, remember to party since you have made a positive impact.